Is your horse ready for a total tail transformation? Shoshin has you covered. Shoshin instantly detangles for smooth, full, radiant tails. Plus, Shoshin is proven to reduce hair breakage, so your horse's tail not only looks great, but it stays full and healthy looking. Shoshin is fast and easy to use. Just add it to your grooming routine to keep tails tangle-free. Learn more about how Shoshin can transform your horse's tail at shoshin.com. Hey everyone, it's Jillian here. Welcome to another episode of Winning Insights, a bonus series of the Ride podcast. This episode features one of our newest Horse and Rider on Demand experts, Tim Christensen, who's going to introduce you to the world of Western Dressage. Here's Tim.
Hi, I'm Tim Christensen, and I'd like to welcome you to Horse and Riders On Demand Western Dressage. We are here at our farm in Mayaca City, Florida, in the beautiful sunshine of Florida, and we have just had 2 hard freezes that we haven't had in 4 years, so we've gone from green to brown. But for those of you watching, please stay connected to us down here at some point because it gets green again and it's beautiful. Western Dressage is probably one of the fastest growing and most popular disciplines in the equine world right now. It started 10 years or so ago, and it actually started in the Morgan world, where they actually had put together dressage tests and were offering it throughout their horse shows. Several years ago, a group got together and formed the Western Dressage Association of America, and they actually put it together under the umbrella of the United States Equestrian Federation. From there, it has grown unbelievable, and it is now being offered in many different breed disciplines and breed associations. The American Quarter Horse Association was the most recent to pick it up in 2020, and this last January we showed at the very first National Snafflebit Association's approved Western Dressage event. Western Dressage takes the traditional concepts and the traditional maneuvers of traditional dressage, and it combines them with the Western world, the Western saddles, the Western gear, and it has just become a beautiful opportunity for most people to improve their riding skills, improve their horse's performance, whether they're in the show ring or they're just wanting to trail ride and have pleasure riding, but they want to have competition or even just go back to the breed shows. We will go through and discuss several different things. I started in this in 2015. I was asked to join down at the Venice Winter Circuit, their quarter horse show, and they were offering Western Dressage. So I took a couple lessons with some local friends and thought I'm going to go down there and give it a whirl. I did not realize, but when I got there, it was the very, very first United States Equestrian Federation's approved Western Dressage event. So it was a pretty big deal. From there, I got into some different clinics. I went to symposiums and just kind of got hooked on it. My client base did the all around, and they all decided to jump on board, and we all transitioned over. Over the last several years, it has just been an incredible journey. I have learned so much. One of the most neat things about the whole thing is I have gone from a straight breed, all around event person to a multiple breed trainer. I have ridden Gypsy Vanners, I have Tennessee walking horses, Missouri Foxtrotters, Paints, quarter horses, Appaloosas. The spectrum is wide and broad. And the one thing about the Western Dressage world is it is inviting to anybody who's at any level of riding and at any stage of training with your horse. And that is one of the most fun things about it, is we can attract and invite anybody to come in. One of the things that we've had to look at is I've had to learn, going from really broke horses where we did everything from our spurs and our legs to slow them down and control them, to revamping into learning to redo some horses, reprogram them where the legs in the seat meant forward motion. I had to find myself that I submerged myself into dressage. I just started reading, watching lots of videos. I watched a lot of FEI rides on television. At the time, I had a really talented quarter horse mare that was with us that I've had a lot of success with. I had a friend who did regular dressage and traditional. She teamed up with me and she showed this horse 2 different years, and the mare was wound up being reserve training level in AQHA 1 year, and she was the national champion the next year. But what that opportunity gave me was to really get in and to learn the traditional points and the traditional perspective of dressage. From there, I've been able to come through and adopt and to learn many, many different things.
Thank you guys for tuning into the Ride Podcast. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and please be sure to subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. Follow Horse and Rider Magazine on social media and find us at horseandrider.com.
If you guys have any questions or comments, please be sure to hit us up at horseandrider@equinenetwork.com. We want to hear from you guys.
And if you like what you're listening to, be sure to leave us a review on iTunes.